When they're disciplined, Guru says that their 84 lakh jun, their reincarnation cycle is finished. I'm just going to finish the full shabd, I'm just going to do the next line, and then Har Har Naam, Amar Pad Paya, Har Naam, Am Samave Soi. By when you receive Guru Mantar, when the Panj Pyare give you the divine name, and you do Simran, and inside of you the Amrit is manifested, Guru says, you achieve the supreme status, and you become immortal. I'll give you, there's a Sakhi I want to share with you about Nadir Shah. Anyone know who Nadir Shah was? Nadir Shah, kaun si? Anyone? Nadir Shah, it was a good class, happens here, everybody should know. Veera Vicho, someone tell me who Nadir Shah is? Who's Nadir Shah? I think it's actually written there as well, so point to somebody asking as well. Chalo, I'll try to see whether you're awake or not. He was Emperor of Iran the Badshah si. And he came to India and attacked India and took over. And when he took over, the Mughals used to be there. Pehla Mughal hunde si, Mughal to baad te Iranian aaye si. Iran to aaye jehड़ा Nadir Shah ne hamla karke jita liya si. He won over the Mughals. And when he came to Punjab, the governor of Punjab under the Mughal Raj was a guy called Zakaria Khan. Zakaria Khan, Lahore, the Subedar si Mughal Raj samay. And when Nadir Shah came, he kept him part of his government. Unhone Zakaria Khan nu Subedar rakh ditta, Lahore, the governor rakh ditta. Zakaria Khan was kept as the governor of Punjab. He was during the Mughal time and even during the Iranian invasion, he was kept as the governor of Punjab. What happened is when the Persians, when the Iranians would come and loot India, they would take the women, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਬਗਦਾਦ ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੇਚਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. They should take the Indian, beautiful Indian women and sell them as slaves, as concubines in the marketplaces of Baghdad, of Iraq, and even in Kabul in Afghanistan. Indian girls used to be sold there as slaves and as concubines, as prostitutes. So what the Sikhs would do, the Sikhs at 12 o'clock, when it's midnight, the Sikhs would attack and they would free all the Indian women who were Hindus. They were Hindu bibiyaan hunde si, unnu shraunde hunde si, ta ghar ghar pahunchaunde hunde si. They would take them, free them, and take each and every lady to the respectful home. And sometimes the sad fact is, because of Indian culture, some of the parents never used to take their daughters back. They said, you've been polluted, you've been staying with other men, we don't know whether you've kept your purity or not, and they would close their doors on these women. And the Sikhs were so high, the ladies said, can you marry us? Bibia keh rahe ne sade ghar wale sanu rakhde nahi ghar. Kehndे तुसी बगानियां नाल सी rakhde nahi sanu ghar. तुसी साना विआह कर लोगे, can you marry us? And the Sikhs would say, I can't marry you. I'm your brother. I've come here to defend you and look after you. I'm not here to come to marry you or take you away. And the women would be taken to Akal Takht Sahib le jaake in Amritsar. They were taken there, and the Jatherdar, the leader there, would do arranged marriages of these girls with Singhs and say, okay, this lady, you're going to be married to him, you're going to be married to her. And that's how the marriages used to take place. The Sikhs kept honorable. Nadir Shah, he became very enraged. कहते बंदे कौन है जिहड़े रात नूं आंदे आ ते मेरा सोना जिहड़ा खजाना है वो लुटदे आ ते बीबियां खो के घरां नूं वापस ले जांदे आ. Who are these people who take these women off us, who loot our wealth, and then they disappear? And Zakaria Khan came forward. This is a dialogue you can read. It's a historical account that he asked Chanda, and he said, these people are the Sikhs. They're Sikh here. They're called the Sikh. They follow a holy man, a founder called Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak the mannan wale ya. He goes, where do they stay? They stay on horses, saddleback. They stay on horses. They sleep whilst on the horses. They have no permanent homes. They have got no homes. They are fugitives and they live on their horses. And he goes, where do they get this? Where do they get the courage to challenge us? Where do they get this courage that they fight with us? And they said, they don't fear death, Zakaria Khan said. What's the reason for this? In Amritsar, they have a bath, they have a dip in the Amrit Sarovar. अमृत की गल चलती सी even बाणी even water becomes अमृत मैं जान के आगे एग्जांपल देता सी just to make our minds fit even water becomes अमृत when बाणी is read there जो बाणी का प्रवाह चलेगा पानी भी अमृत बन जाता and they go to Amritsar and bathe in the holy tank there and when they bathe in the sarovar they become immortal they become fearless of death and he said simple you know the sarovar pool can they get the Amritsar the sarovar the lake and fill it up with urine with blood and with dead cows fill it up and Zakaria Khan said sorry if we do that they will still be immortal they'll still be fearless they'll still not fear death Amrit ki gal suno this is the power of Amrit they will still be fearless why is that they said that wherever they go they read Gurbani and where there's water it becomes Amrit jithe bani hai jithe pani hai ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੇਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਅਮਰਤ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ where there's Gurbani and water the combination of both becomes Amrit he goes burn their Guru Granth Sahib Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾੜ ਦਿਓ burn their holy scriptures and he goes even that won't solve the problem why they've memorized their bani they've memorized their scriptures they've memorized their part that even if you burn their scriptures they've memorized it and he goes then Zakaria Khan said one day these people will become the rulers of Punjab and one dialogue which I forgot to mention is Nadir Shah said people before used to go past me ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਲੰਘਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਸਿਰ ਨੀਵਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਲਾਮ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ people used to put their head down and say assalamu alaikum because ਉਹੀ ਬੰਦੇ the same people now they go past me and they look me eye to eye they put their eyes in my eyes ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੇਲ ਕਰਕੇ and they say they look at me the people used to lower their head before they couldn't look at my face now for some reason these people have become fearless and that was the power of Amrit this is the power of Amrit which the foreigners which hated the six enemies this is how they describe Amrit so what to do after taking Amrit it's coming towards the end now on samapti de baad assi ja rahe hain it's coming towards the end what do we do after taking Amrit Amrit Shakra is the end of the story of taking Amrit I'm the top of the world I'm higher than all of you guys now that's what sometimes you might think but it's not that's false that's wrong firstly taking Amrit doesn't make you higher than anybody else and in a way taking Amrit should make you more humble it should make you feel more lower than everybody so be humble at that Allah has blessed me with this gift I feel very humbled but what we supposed to do Amrit Shakir sat ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਪੋ ਤੇ ਕੋ ਨਾਮਾ ਅਵ ਨਰਾਪੜ ਕਾਮਾ Guru says ਇੱਕ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ and that's ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣਾ the ਪੰਜ ਪਿਆਰੇ give giving you this gift ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਦਾਤ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਕਰਨੀ ਤਾਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 you have to do simran karna you have to remember you have to meditate on that one word eko nama given by Guru man iti haath karo phone netro neend na aave Guru says your mind just like you're churning milk we gave the example Guru says you churn that Guru mantra churn that naam inside of you rasna naam japota mathiye in with amrit pavo with your tongue ਹੁਣ ਕਈ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਲੋੜ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ some people say you don't need to say ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ where does it say you have to say Vaheguru? It's written there, Rasana Naam Japo Damatiye in with Amrit Pavo. Gurbani says, with your tongue, do Simran, meditate on Vaheguru, and this way you will experience Amrit. Every day should be your Amrit Sanchar. Jine ek baar Amrit Shakliya nahi, har roz Amrit Sanchar hunda hai. I've given this picture on purpose. Main jaan ke photo banayi si, just messing around my computer. I said every day you're supposed to have Amrit Sanchara. In the middle, can anybody see what was in the middle of the Paisa? Picture of Bhai Manvir Singh I used. It wasn't the picture in the middle. It's a Khanda and a Bhatta. That's how you make Amrit. And then put Japji Sahib, Jap Sahib, Savaiye, Chopri Sahib, Anand Sahib, the 5 Bani. The same 5 Bani which are used to make Amrit every day, Gursikh has to read in the morning. And when you do the same process as you took Amrit, Guru says that then it's like every daily Amrit Sanchar. Har roz banda Amrit Shakda when you do the Panj Bani the part and you do Simran. And how do we stop from falling? Amrit Shaklaya and is that it? Is that a Chardi Kala? That's it. Guru says Amrit Shaklaya. On ek condition vi ya, shart vi ya. Amrit Shakla Shardavi, yeah, there's conditions now. Banda soche ki, what's this condition? Guru says, Char cheezain to bach ke rehna, 4 things you must keep away from if you want your Amrit to be continuously experienced. If you want this divine nectar inside of you, this source of immortality inside of you to be manifest, then you have to stay away from 4 things. And the sad thing is, Muslims know that you don't eat pork and bacon. They know that. Sad thing is that they know that. Hindus know that beef nahi khana, that we don't eat beef. And the sad fact is, if we ask a Sikh, what are the 4 things you're not supposed to do? Some people struggle. Harek Musliman pata soor nahi khana, harek Hindu nu pata gaa nahi khana, but jadon Sikh ne puche twaanu ki 4 cheezain nahi karni, what are the 4 things you're not supposed to do? I don't know. As this is my personal experience of some people have given that answer. Very important that we tell our children this. It's so, because if you want them to have a spiritual experience, that is. Firstly, is kesa di biyadi, dishonoring the case. That's colouring your case, cutting your case, bleaching, shaving, anywhere you're dishonoring your case. Case rangane, bleach karne, ja shave karne, anything, patne, koi cheez. Even candle, I remember someone was telling me, oh, koi kahi bande mombatti like dirt rods at home. Mombatti means a candlestick and a flame, and they do this. Some people, you realize that dari seems very like it's not cut, but it seems very much like this altogether. It's very complete, like with no hair sticking out. And someone told me that they get mombatti, a candlestick, and do this, and they think, I'm not putting scissors on my hair, am I? I'm not cutting my hair. So they do that. But that's still a karat, that's still a dishonoring your case. Second one is eating meat, of egg, fish or meat. And one thing which really sticks to my mind, I was listening to a Gyani Ji Katha, he said, this body is a temple of God. Har mandir eo sarir hai gyan tan pragatya. Guru says that this body is the temple of God. Je sarir Vaheguru da mandir hai, this body is supposed to be a Gurdwara where the God is supposed to be inside of us. It's not a graveyard. A Kabristan is not a graveyard where you put dead bodies in here. It's not a graveyard where you put bones in here. It's not a graveyard where you put blood in here and you put flesh in here. This is supposed to be a temple of life. In mandir vich jeevan hona chahida ya, jaan honi chahidi ya, is where you're supposed to experience God, not corpse. Then you got alcohol and smoking. Again, that's common sense, hopefully, that these things take our consciousness away and we're polluting. One thing, nice example someone said is, whatever you can do in the Gurdwara, so no one can drink sharab in a Gurdwara, can you? Someone gets a bottle of sharab here. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's really bad. You're disrespecting the Gurdwara. Get out. Bahar nikalo sharab in the Gurdwara aake. If someone bought a KFC here, you go, oh, get out. What are you doing here? Even Harmandir Sahib, there was a guy who bought an unne kise singh ne nahanga da bana paya si, and unne bakra liya ke maas unne langar hall ch liya to maas khan lag paya in the langar hall. He bought a goat, dead goat meat, and he started eating the goat in the langar hall at Amritsar. A few years ago, it came in the newspaper, and he was taken out, and he was the SGPC, the staff who run the Gurdwara, they punished him. And it comes to your mind, if Guru says this body is the temple of God, then how can we say that's not disrespectful? If you put sharab, you put alcohol inside our body, put eggs inside, you put dead vibrations, corpse inside. How is that not respect? How is that respect of your body? How is it respect of Vaheguru? So Guru is explained to us. And lastly, relationships. Intimate relationship, whether that's girlfriend, boyfriend, and sometimes we think that just means that as long as you don't, have intimacy in a physical sense, that's alright. That it's alright to flirt with somebody or have a platonic girlfriend, boyfriend, and just, chill out with one another and hang out on Facebook together or MSN together, or that's alright. We one day get married. No, the Sikh has such a high ideal that he sees another woman as their mother or their sister. Par beti ko beti jane, par istri ko mat, Kandirat Nama says that every other woman you see as your sister or your daughter, and vice versa for a lady as well. That's how much purity you have with these eyes. There's many sakya, but because of time I can't go through. But this is very important to remember. It's very sad when we get caught in these things, and when, especially if someone's taken Amrit and gets caught in these things and brings shame to Guru Gobind Singh Sikhi. One thing is that, just before I move on, there's a book from called Sikh History from Persian source, you can get it from Amazon. And in this book, it's all about Muslims during the times of the Gurus and during the 1700s. They write about the Sikhs. And they describe the Sikhs as dogs. ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਧ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਆ 18ਵੀਂ ਸਦੀ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਧ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕੁੱਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਦੇਖੋ ਇਸ dogs. And so these dogs, they attack us at night. These dogs, they don't swear. These dogs, they don't cheat. These dogs, they always speak the truth. These dogs they don't cheat with our women. These dogs don't even look in a lustful way at any other woman. These dogs, even if they save women, they make sure that they treat them with full respect as a sister or a daughter. And at the end he goes, these people is Sargani Sharia, they're not dogs, they are lions. This is what is Maulavi Qazi Nur Muhammad, if I remember correctly, of Lahore, he writes this. Just about Kisa Bare, I just recently came across this. I'm move on. It's a Makkah Medini the Ghost Kitab Punjab University. It's called Makkah Medini the Ghost. In English, that would be called a dialogue of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Ghost means dialogue. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to Mecca, when Guru Nanak Dev went to the Muslims' prayer main center, Guru Nanak had a dialogue with the Muslim priests there. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says the following: Moye Srapao Khudaye da le aya banda naal Nanak aakhe Peer Ji fir reh jaye naal fir gaya dargah vich akhe rakh nishan sabat surat Rabb di bhanan beiman. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, because the Muslims asked Guru Nanak Dev Ji, why have you got this big beard? Why have you not cut your head? Because Muslims they trim their moustache and they only have one fist long beard. And if you are a Muslim priest, Imam or Maulvi, you have two fists. So two fists put together, that's how long your beard is, and they cut the rest. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Nanak, the hair is the blessing of the Lord to man, which ought to be presented back. The man has to present himself in the court of the Lord with this trust. This is a trust, it's a relationship, it's a covenant with God. The one who could not keep their hair intact has in fact committed a breach of trust and is regarded as faithless. God sent you with hair and you have not kept that trust. Guruji says you are now unfaithful. And one thing comes to mind, there's another Ratanam Mahanji. Sorry, this picture is actually of a Kestari person cutting their case from Punjab. I think it's from about 2000. Let's take a picture. This is a quick Ratanam, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. जब पहला सब श्रेष्ठ पाए तभी मानव देह बनाए तन इसके सिर केस जो दीने सो इन अवसो ए तन संगार है किनो दारा मुच सिर केस बनाई है दृढ़ जर प्रभु रजाई मेट रजाए जो शीश मुंडावे कहते जा कैसे हर पावे just going to end on that. This Singh was a Singh during the time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Because it might be someone asks you, why do Sikhs keep their hair? And you can answer. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says this, and his follower by this Singh writes it down. This is what it's called Ratanama. Guru says it, and someone writes it down. God created the whole universe and also the human body. God bestowed the gift of case on the human head to be its adornment. Case bakshik shangar de roop vich case ditte si tenu. The beard, the moustache, and the case are embodiments of the inviolable will of God. Idi much dari tere muh te aayi ya, case ditte ya, eh Rabb di raza vich tenu mile ya. Transgressing the divine will. How can one reach God with a shorn head? A man without sorry, I'm going to stop there. Transgressing the divine will, how can one reach God with a shorn head? When you have not accepted God's will, how will you go back to God? God, I love you. I remember a white American Sikh. It's on SikhNet video, you can watch it. I forgot the name of the particular Veerji who made this recording. And he's telling how he became from a white Christian, how he became a Sikh. And he says, one day I was looking in the mirror. मैं शीशे वक्त देखता सी तो मैं शीशे देखता अपने मन सोचा मैं शेव करा ना करा. He's thinking to his mind, shall I shave or shall I not shave? And he said, this thought came to his mind. Yeah, not so much. Please pay attention. There's a thought came to mind. If I can't love my body, how will I love the one who gave me this body? Pay attention. If I cannot love this body, how will I love the one who gave me this body? If I cannot face my own physical image which God has given me, I can't stand to see it in the mirror. मेरी शक्ल मैं आप बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकता, तो मैं रब नूं किद्दां पा सकदा? If I can't put up with my own physical body which God has given me, how will I meet my Creator? If I hate what God has given me, if I hate these eyebrows that I shave them off, if I hate this face that I shave it off, I look odd. You can't stand this. If someone doesn't shave, oh look, really scruffy, I need to shave. If you cannot stand what God has given you, how will you fall in love with the Creator? This is what Gora 6 and Mary kanda, this is what Gora says. You can watch on Sickna. Gora kanda jera banda Rab di daat na pyar nahi pa sakda, daatar na kida pyar pa sakda. If you cannot love and appreciate the creation what He's given you, how will you love the Creator? And